hard for these cats. I'm a win cause I'm too smart for these cats. While they making up facts, you making up plaques.
In the commission, you ask for permission. He don't like me, while wifey was with him. You heard of us, real shady, been on the low lately. The feds hate me, the sun is they say my too blatant. You hesitating, I'm in your mama crib waiting, duct taping.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The action tonight out in Detroit as the Pistons play against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they've been looking forward to this game and have to be anxious to tip it off. They've been pretty tight-lipped about the game plan coming in, but very soon we'll find out what approach they're going to take. And a guy that is often overlooked on this team is Julius Randle. Gives you a little bit of everything at his position. How do you view his development, Kenny, as a player?
Oh, he's a great passer for his size. You know, I haven't seen that many big guys who are able to play that fast and still read and react. Great, sees the game.
Tell him sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
It's the Lakers, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. We're in Detroit, Michigan. The Pistons are playing before their hometown crowd. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Stan Van Gundy has coached the likes of Alonzo Mourning, Shaquille O'Neal, and Dwight Howard. But he said, as a rebounder, Andre Drummond is as good as anybody, if not the best that I've ever been around. He just goes out and gets the ball. Drummond said, it's just a will. The will to get the ball most people won't jump for. I just put myself out there. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. And Drummond is just a hulk of a man. He's really the backbone of this team.
And when you look at what the Pistons have done, pretty clear, this is a team that has a vision of who they want to be. Strong defensively, really good at rebounding the basketball, and I think deliberate and patient on the offensive side of the floor.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And now the Lakers starting group. The lengthy pair of KCP and Ingram on the wing. Randle is the 4 with Lopez in the middle. And it's Ball in at the point. And with the Pistons, this has been the identity the team has been aiming for under Stan Van Gundy. It's taken shape, but has yet, Greg, to produce big results.
I think it's because they've just always been one or two pieces short of making that next jump. I think the conference has gotten stronger, and while their best players are really good, I don't think they're quite at that elite level yet to allow this group to take that next step. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Drummond, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Yeah, I don't know if any big man has the combination of strength, speed, and hops that Drummond has, not to mention his length, an unreal physical specimen. And watching Andre Drummond play, he's really just an old-school type center. I mean, he eats up space in the middle and finishes plays in close. Not a skilled guy who can pull a defender away from the basket.
Offensive rebound, and the dunk by Lopez.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
And it's Ingram with the rebound.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
And with Drummond, he does play like towering centers of decades past.
Yeah, I mean, he isn't great at moving the ball around or hitting shots from range, but his size and athleticism are elite and one of the best rebounders in our game. And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
Here's Lopez. And it's Ingram missing. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Out to Smith. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Bradley, that's for 2. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Here's Ball. Caldwell Pope, left side. And again, no good by the Lakers. Bradley with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Rejected by Harris. Here's Smith. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now here's Ball. Covered by Smith. Randall with the bucket.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Releases. The Lakers with the rebound.
That's good offense. The shot didn't go down, but they'll live with that.
Ingram wide open. Hits the three-point bomb.
Easier to go strong to the hoop, but I tell you what, when you feel it, take it from deep.
Harris kicks to Bradley. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Detroit.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Now here's Ball. And Clark, you've been a member of this booth and many others for quite some time. I've always wondered, how did you make the jump into broadcasting?
Well, you know what? I've always enjoyed the game, Kevin, been a student of the game, and have enjoyed reading and playing with words. So when my basketball playing career ended prematurely back in 1987, I got a chance to do Pacers radio, and from there fell in love with this new career and wanted to excel at it, and I've been at it now for over 30 years and hope to have a few more left in front of me.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Ennis passes to Kuzma. Can't get it to fall.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Now here's Ennis. Left side, Nance. There's the dish to Clarkson. Back to Nance. Tries again. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
And Larry Nance, Clark, one of the few young Lakers who's a positive at the defensive end of the floor.
Exactly, Kevin. Very impressive at that end. He's solid, understands positioning and guarding his guy and helping out his teammates. Long and athletic and eager to get after it defensively.
Now here's Ennis. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Got to be happy with the result, moving the ball so well on that possession. Beautiful.
Tolliver dishes to Galloway. Takes the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Galloway's got 6.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Ennis kicks to Clarkson. Over Johnson. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Detroit leading by 4. Pulls up on the wing. Kuzma pulls it in. LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Out to the wing. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. No good on the triple. The Pistons have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Johnson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and If you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And again, the Lakers no good. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Pistons shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good. And the Pistons making a change here. That one is no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Pass to Tolliver for the 3. Hands it from downtown. Tolliver's got his first 3 points of the game.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
What a performance for Avery Bradley. He has been the story for Detroit. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Detroit leading by 10. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Detroit, we've got Dwight Bikes. Johnson is out there with Anthony Tolliver. And it's Moreland in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the Lakers breathe a sigh of relief this summer, retaining their lottery pick that had a greater than 50-50 chance of falling to the 76ers.
And you know what, Kevin? That's a huge boost for the franchise, drafting Lonzo Ball. They kept their pick, but that means they will lose their 2018 pick. No upside to losing games this season. They're going all in.
Now here's Johnson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Mikes kicks to Johnson. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Here's Hart. And the pass to Clarkson. Can't get the reverse layup to fall.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Tolliver kicks to Moreland. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Out to Nance. It's good. The assist that time for Menace. Pistons leading by 9. Johnson outside. Passes it to Kennard. To the right side. Shoots the 3. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And the Lakers call time here. And Clark, there are a lot of great scorers in the NBA, but do you think a handful of players are just impossible to defend?
There's only a few guys that are impossible to defend, and I think the most unguardable guy in the league is Kevin Durant. We've not seen anybody with his size, length, touch, speed, ball handling in all the time that I've watched the NBA. And this is a 7-footer that moves like a guard, handles it like a guard, shoots it like a guard, and is 7 feet tall. There's nobody close to him in that regard. LeBron James, because of his physicality and speed and skill, would be second. But Durant, the most unguardable guy in the league.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
They get the rebound. That one falls. 6 points for Brook Lopez.
Well, he is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Back to Smith. On the wing, Harris. Here's the 3. Ball with the rebound. Lakers trail by 12. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Detroit's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Harris misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And, you know, Kevin, that's what they want, an uncontested look from the perimeter. Sadly, they came up short on that possession.
Drummond passes to Harris. Smith on the wing. Shoots over Ball. Detroit, no good that time either. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Caldwell Pope kicks to Lopez. Ingram dishes to Randall. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Nice job. Very good rhythm. Randall on the catch and shoot.
Bullock passes to Smith. To the left side wing. In the corner, it's Harris. Good on the three-point shot. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
And that one's good by Lopez.
Boy, I tell you, he has been lights out. Sadly, they're still behind. He needs his guys to step up. And, you know, the big man, Brook Lopez, because he's so skilled as a scorer, doesn't get the credit he deserves defensively. He's not the most fleet-footed, that's for sure, but inside, I mean, he uses his size well to protect the rim.
Here's Smith. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Over to the wing. Here's Kennard. Hangs, and there's the nice layup by Drummond.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the other critique of Brook Lopez at the defensive end has been his rebounding. Not, Clark, the kind of numbers you expect from a 7-footer.
But ironically, Kevin, his team rebounds better when he's on the floor, though. Both he and his brother Robin are very good at boxing out, using their body and their size, and that leaves their teammates available to chase down rebounds.
Here's Ball. After the basket by Detroit, timeout called the Lakers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And while most teams are moving in the direction of attacking from three-point range or inside, Greg, this Pistons team will still look to make a living in the mid-range game.
Yeah, and the Pistons right at the top of the NBA in terms of the highest percentage of their points coming from the mid-range. Almost 20% of their points coming from that area. You have to play to the strengths of your team, even in an ever-evolving game right now. That's where their bread is buttered.
It's good. Bullock's got his third basket of the night. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. To the inside, and the jam by Larry Nance.
And Ball, a terrific distributor. He's got great size at that point guard position, which enables him to see over smaller defenders.
Now, here's Ball. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Here's Clarkson, trailing by 13. And Nance kicks to Clarkson. There's the pick. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. Good D by Drummond. Here's Galloway. Beyond the arc. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their transition game has been in full effect. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently tonight?
with active hands on the defensive end, it really got us all hyped up. And, you know, it translates to the offensive end as well, too. So, you know, we're looking real good right now. We just got to put it together in the second half, too.
Transition really working well for you in the first half, Andre. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports
Welcome back, everybody.
Show.
It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It was a big-time first quarter for Avery Bradley. He had 9 points and 1 assist. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what did you think?
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the boards. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defensive glass.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and crew, standing by courtside.
Welcome back to the Palace at Auburn Hills. That's a look at the Renaissance Center, which dominates the skyline in downtown Detroit. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. We're seeing a tremendous game from Avery Bradley.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. So for the Lakers right now, Ball runs point with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. The young pair of Ingram and Randall are at the forwards. And it's Lopez in at the 5, down low.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. Dishes it to Ingram. No good with the triple.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. Boy, I tell you, one of the most accomplished and effective post scorers in the league is Brook Lopez. I mean, this guy gets it done in there. He's got size, footwork, and the silky smooth touch to get it done in a big way on the low block.
Now here is Harris. Second chance shot. Yes, that goes in. Harris has got 5 points so far.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
To the middle. Here's Randall. It doesn't go for him. And the Pistons now going the other way. And with Brook Lopez's size and strength, Clark, he's got the physical build to back you down and finish over the top.
And not to mention, Kevin, you're right about all of that, but the shooting skill, excellent skill, footwork, hands, touch, a high percentage finisher, and an excellent free throw shooter.
And Lopez throws it down.
Putting that stanchion to the test, the big fella, banging it down.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Timeout called the Lakers. Clark, you were a fantastic rebounder your entire career. What do you feel gave you the edge over the other players in the glass?
You know, one of my fellow Buckeye greats, actually the greatest Buckeye of all, all time in basketball, I think, was Jerry Lucas. And he talked an awful lot about rebounding being more about timing and pursuit of the ball than anything else. And I had a good gift of timing, and I clearly was chasing down that pumpkin as well as most. And those were the things that allowed me to be a good rebounder. Good timing, good hands, and pursuit of the basketball. It wasn't complicated, but some of it was giftedness. The other part was persistence and hard work.
And you really got to be in awe at the way that Kentavious Caldwell-Pope plays defense. So disciplined in this era of three-point shooting to kind of stay home on fakes and playing great position defense. He just sticks to his man like glue.
Both shots good from the stripe. Now with Caldwell-Pope, it's not like he's playing defense on just anyone. Greg, he usually draws the opposing team's top scorer as his nightly assignment.
Yeah, and he's earned that responsibility because of his play. I mean, typically plays a ton of minutes and never slows down during the game. All around, fantastic defensively.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lakers trail by 18. Ennis kicks to Randall. And too long on the shot.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Ennis. Detroit with the rebound. Harris has got his third rebound tonight. Here's Johnson. Again, the Pistons good for two.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Ennis dishes to Randall. Caldwell-Pope right side. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And Caldwell-Pope taking over this game. Tremendous confidence he's displaying in his ability.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Ennis passes to Clarkson. He kicks to Ingram. The three. It's rebounded by Moreland. Moreland's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Seems like he's in a hurry. He's kind of rushing his shot. Clearly out of rhythm right now. That's a big reason why they're losing.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides. I mean, his field goal percentage isn't good. He's not helping his team out there shooting this poorly.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Well, the Lakers last season, the worst defensive team in the NBA. Again, offense was a little bit better. Clark, what's the key for them offensively?
Well, I think a couple of things. One, ball movement, utilizing everybody. Last season, they were bottom 5 in assists, top 5 in turnovers. And that ratio, those numbers, not conducive to good offense.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And that one falls for Ingram.
Hey, you know, the concern for Brandon Ingram was coming into the pros. He was slight, didn't have much backside to him. Real lean, 6'9", under 2 bills. That's a bony guy. Yet, you want to add strength and not just weight. So he's got an app on his phone reminding him to eat 6 times a day.
Hart, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Both good from the line that time. And the Lakers have said they're going to let Ingram grow into his body gradually.
And I agree with that wholeheartedly. You can be strong and lean. Sometimes weight put on lean bodies can do more harm than good. It's got to be the right kind of weight and strength. This is basketball. This is not the Iditarod where you're trying to pull and push something of heavy weight. This is basketball.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Now here's Ingram. 9 points in the game so far. Kuzma can't get it to go. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Galloway with the bucket. Galloway has got 10.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
And how about the 46th pick back in the 14 draft? Jordan Clarkson has certainly exceeded expectations thus far in his career. An athletic combo guard, he's really succeeded playing at both the 1 and 2.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Pistons. Nance a screen. Pass to Kuzma. Three-pointer. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Ish Smith, he's checked in for Kennard. Detroit leading by 17. And Greg, Jordan Clarkson, he has an offensive game, doesn't he?
He's able to shoot with range, and he can attack off the bounce as well. I think that enables him to kind of play on or off the ball. And I think he has a chance to be a really good two-way player in our league.
Even double team, he had the vision to see the open man.
To the wing right side. Now the feed to Bullock over Hart. And Detroit again with the bucket. And here is Los Angeles now. Out to the right wing. Launches a three. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do right there, Greg, and the timing was right on time.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Right back after this break. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Lakers trail by 16. The big men, Tolliver and Drummond. And it's Smith. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Galloway in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now. To the left wing. Tolliver for 3, and another 3 for Detroit. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
Defensive. A lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Bullock kicks to Smith. He feeds it to Bullock. Kept alive. Drummond dishes to Smith. The Pistons working the ball around now. Galloway, no good. Lakers trail by 19. Ball with a wide open look. Off target with his 3. Bullock kicks to Smith. 18 feet out. And he can't bank that one in. And Los Angeles guys shooting 43% from the field. Ball with the bucket.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Now, here's Ball. Feeds it to Clarkson. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And it's Drummond missing.
And sometimes, you know, you don't capitalize off a good shot or a good look. Still, you got to keep letting those good looks fly.
Ball with the bucket.
Checking out Ball. This guy plays with a pace and smoothness and fluidity that's impressive.
Out to the wing. Tolliver kicks to Galloway to the inside. Now the dish to Tolliver. Sinks the triple. Tolliver's got 6 here in this quarter.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Yeah, you know what? The defense can't keep giving him these looks. I mean, he looks really comfortable shooting from these spots on the floor.
And Jordan Clarkson, a second-rounder out of Missouri. He's got some offensive talent.
Yes, he does. I love his game. He's solid as a jump shooter. He's athletic, can make plays for others. His defense continues to get better. He brings a lot to the table. I like this young man's game a lot.
Bradley's checked in for the Pistons. Bullock, a three-pointer off the mark.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
Here is Tolliver after the basket by the Lakers.
And one thing that you can say about this Pistons team is they are fundamentally sound, strong on the glass and closing out possessions, and they really don't make a lot of mistakes.
So he gets them both. Great with the Pistons and their discipline as a team. Part of their great rebounding means they allow very few second-chance points, one of the fewest allowed in the league last season.
And couple that with how strong they've been at taking care of the basketball. Low turnover numbers as well as points allowed off of those turnovers. And with that rebounding, I think it makes for very measured basketball.
This has been a rough, turbulent outing for him so far. Fortunately, the rest of his team has bailed him out.
And the rejection by Smith.
And even though he's not the biggest guy on the court, Smith can certainly get up and send shots back on occasion. I mean, shooters need to make sure they don't take him lightly on defense.
That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Balls checked in for Clarkson. Timeout called the Lakers. And Brandon Ingram, the second overall pick in 2016 out of Duke. What do you make of his rookie season?
You know, very much a work in progress. You have to remember how young he is. Didn't turn 19 until 3 months before the draft. And he's still rail thin. So he's got a chance to improve very quickly over the next few seasons as his body continues to mature.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team, and he put the challenge in front of his players. He said, now's the time when we take control. This is our time, not theirs. Let's go out there and take it to them. We'll see if we got them going, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Bradley, following the basket by Julius Randle. Here's Drummond, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And, you know, Drummond is an experienced big man now, and because of that, he's gained confidence and has no problem shooting over the defense inside.
Lakers trail by 13. Knocks it loose. Ingram passes the ball. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And, you know, when Lopez gets it rolling early, he can put up some big numbers.
The shot's good. 14 points for Andre Drummond.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
Now, here's Ball. 1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Lopez.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Detroit leading by 11. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. So the wing on the left. It's stolen by Randle. Here's Here's Ingram. A three-pointer, no good.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Pistons.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Drummond.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
Timeout called the Lakers. They trail by 10. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Well, Greg, this one's clearly over. This is done. But hopefully they can find some momentum to carry into the next game.
17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Hart, no good.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Lopez. No good. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.